Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, where's camera? On this side? Okay, cool. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pernell Bobby, okay, your Astro Shaman. I got plenty of updates about the name, the change, the feeling, the vibes. As you see on the bottom of the screen, I'm here to create a modern world of mediation, okay, via education, leveraging astrology. And this is going to really go down back end every first and third Sunday, all right, 10 a.m. Central Time. So see that, because that's where we meet privately. This is where we not only learn astrology, not only get deeper and more aware, okay, of the self, but I'm able to give you the facts that maybe I can't always give on the internet. That can happen more backdoor. And from that, you'll be able to understand how to use your own astrology chart to leverage what's going on. Okay, like it's just information. I want you to understand that, like it's not me telling you left, it's not me telling you right. It is information. All right. So as you see here, I'm even saying it myself, coming soon, as I get you, more here. So we're going to show you a chart. We're going to help you understand Sagittarius season. That's what this message is about. Venus is in Sagittarius, Mercury is in Sagittarius, and this is just going to be a ball. It's going to be a ball. The fact that Mercury and Venus are the first two to punch through. Who was first? Was it Mercury? No, it was Venus. Venus punched through first. So what this is saying, astrologically speaking, is relationships and prioritizing the harmony and harmonizing relationships, okay, primarily with the Sagittarian influence, which will say something like with an optimistic view, is of utmost importance. It's what we should value right now most. Bring my baby want to come closer. Come here, baby. Yeah. So this is the first time we are streaming live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So this is the integration process. Okay, this is Saturn in Aquarius going direct. Saturn being the structure. So something like this, the program that I'm using to be able to stream live. This is Saturn direct. This is amazing because why? Aquarius is a freedom energy. Who else is a freedom energy? Sagittarius. Okay, they're the two big ones known for it. You can obviously count Aries in that bracket, but primarily this is Sag. When it comes to freedom as well, from like the structures, the people causing and putting limitations on your full expression. It's putting limitations on your education. It's putting limitations on your wisdom shared. It's putting limitations on your podcast, your ability to read or not read, depending on what country you're in, because Sagittarius is a global energy. So if you're in a country that maybe you don't have the resources or the books to read, like this really matters. Okay, and it doesn't matter what country. It doesn't matter what country, but this is about foreign and foreign diplomacy. Now, full circle, Sag season overall, like on a lighter note, we're coming out of Scorpio season. Okay, we're coming off of 2 Scorpio eclipses. So God was very kind by placing Sagittarius energy very closely to this Scorpio energy, because Scorpio energy with the South Node there has brought up a crap ton of trauma, and I'm going to show you briefly what's going on so you can kind of better see what's happening. Let me see if this is easier like that. Okay, so if I just take one moment to go 1 week, you're going to see all this blue. All this blue means water. Literally a week ago, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets in water and a Lilith, which is more of an astrological point to help you identify your primitive urge. Okay, we got 6 energies in water, which I talked about this on my channel. You see this triangle here. This is that grand water triangle. All right, so this is when your intuition, your ability to adapt and upgrade this triangle, your psychic energies, your psychic abilities. They have things like clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, okay, claircognizance. These are themes that ultimately just a week ago, they were going through a modernization, okay, updating after 12 years of having likely an intuition, excuse me, that has been a part of your parents' upbringing, likely. Now, depending on what generation you are, this could easily be your parents' parents. Okay, so your parents could have been easily teaching or being the students to your grandparents, if you will. Okay, now let's try to like update this progress. So that was a week ago. Now, Sag energy, and I want to show you the difference. Sag energy is very different. I'm gonna go back a week later, or just current. Okay. Yeah, I really wanna say current chart, just to be like right on point today, and help you walk through this a couple days. Currently, we're in a wind sign. Now, wind is very combustible for fire, right? So, at an emotional level, we're able to really analyze what our feelings are. You see these two differences. You now have two planets in Sagittarius, which is a little bit what we're talking about today. But again, this is about the ancestry, at least in the moment. Now, tomorrow this will change and it'll help you understand how you can use your ancestry in a way where you're more uniquely embodying yourself in the family dynamic. Because when you're in the fourth degree is something like, this is just the unconscious programs. When you're in the fifth degree, you are now becoming consciousness. You're now presenting. You're now presented with consciousness. You have the ability to be conscious and your family dynamic. So in the fourth house, you're likely just operating on some type of program that really is not unique to you. So this will happen within the next 1 to 2 days. This is super dope. Why? Because when you get deeper into it, this is a lot of relationship energy. If you think about it, where do your parents work with you on an unconscious level? How do they influence you? Excuse me, that's what I really want to say. How do your parents influence you on an unconscious level? Especially in your relationships. Because Venus is always going to be about part of what we align with on a relationship level. Who do we attract? What kind of partners do we like? Do we like fast and brash type partners? Do we like intellectual dickheads? Do we like players? Do we like intellectual people who are really prude and prudent because that makes us feel safe? But it's like maybe they make you feel safe, but they actually don't bring you excitement in the way that's unique to you. You just chose safe because your parents chose safe and your parents chose safe. So this is really, we all are understanding collectively, and this began when the South Node, I don't want to say that, was it South Node or North Node? When the North Node was in Cancer. This began about 4 years ago, the North Node in Cancer. So we're just really starting to get to the point where we're actually walking towards a more harmonious foundation of the family to come, the ancestry to come. And we're looking at ancestry in a way where we're gaining a certain sense of stability, okay? What the hell is that notification? The notification is wild. Reminder, start. Do I have to press start? Oh, apparently I gotta press start. Start live video. What the hell? I don't know if this is streaming on Facebook at the same time. It tells me that it is, but whatever. We'll figure this out. They're playing games over here. Alright, they're playing games. Whatever. I'm gonna leave them alone. If it's not working, it's not working. We'll figure the rest out. Okay. Meanwhile, I would like to remove this, and I want to put, let's put this, let's get that there for now. Let's see what Cassie is saying. The music is a little loud. Oh, goddamn, thank you. I don't even care about the music. I appreciate you, Cassie, for hitting us with that. All right, I'm going through my technical difficulties. Okay, that mosquito was fat. You might have to die if you come in my range, bro. Okay, he ran. You coming back? Coming back? Coming back? Attention span of a gnat. I got him. He's out of here. Okay. Excuse me, because that was just gonna bother me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Love the new setup. Super dope. Good to see Cassie. So this energy is about relationships. I'm not gonna lie. Mercury and Venus is about seeing our relationships in a more optimistic fashion, seeing it in a way where we're not aligning with our parents' programs anymore or our grandparents. And this is so much longer. This is bare minimum 7 generations. Bare minimum 7 generations back. And you listening to this right now will set the next 7 generations forward. Okay. So, when you count that, that's like 700 years back, 700 years forward. So you right now, me right now, all of us right now are responsible for the realignment of 1400 years total. Backwards 7, forward 7. And I'm here in the now, you're here in the now, always. And Sagittarius energy has us able to see from the third eye standpoint about why is this really important? Why is this beneficial? How can we drive our way up and out of suffering? I say up, Sag, up and out of suffering. How can we remove the objects? Today, the theme of today, you see I have Ganesh, okay, the remover of objects in the background. How can we remove the objects that have been in our history for basically 1400 years on the height, but bare minimum the last 700 years? Understand what I'm saying? Like that's 700 years. Like, so if you're struggling right now to align with the feeling and the intuition, understand that a week ago, like I had just showed you, okay, if I look here, a week ago, I had just showed you that, okay, we're going to go 1 week, and we're going to go back. All right. A week ago, we just had this grand trine. So this triangle of water, Pisces, water, Scorpio, water, what is that, Cancer. All of that has aligned us with very futuristic goals. Understand that this chart a week ago, just 1 week ago, was all water. And as we go 1 week forward, okay, this is not, I don't want to say all fire, but look, there's a lot more fire, right? We have more fire, and wind will support the fire. So Scorpio is now in its own way. It's alone. It's getting ready to close out. Once it goes to 29 degrees, it closes its understanding and conscious awareness. So the sun can easily be about conscious awareness. So it will close that conscious awareness, and we're not going to be focused. And that's the important part. We're not going to be focused on our pain. We're not going to be focused consciously on our suffering. We're not going to be focused consciously on what do I need to do to surrender and sacrifice and actually heal these old wounds. How can I take these wounds from being a hindrance in my life to becoming a sacred reality, okay? To look at them as sacred wounds. And sacred wounds is this new term I've really come across. Thanks, shout out to my partner. And it's like, it's an understanding of, look, these wounds, sacred wounds, are now integrated. When you get to the point where you integrate the wounds, let's say you have some type of childhood trauma, and now that childhood trauma does not stand in front of you, rather than it pushes you from behind. This is something tremendous. This is what Scorpio season was about. It was about actually letting go of the pain, letting go of the old story, because Sagittarius energy is a storyteller. Okay, Sag is a storyteller. Shout out to you, Cassie. Shout out to you. Sag is a storyteller, right? And so, as a part of that, it's really something that has the ability to change. As a mutable energy, it changes how I used to tell myself, or why I want to say. It's like, why did I used to tell myself that I just don't want a girlfriend? I just don't believe in love. And this is a lot about relationships. So you have to think about, what are the stories you've told yourself in relationships? Okay, in relationships, like, every time I get close to somebody, I'm back on a plane and I'm flying out. And I've told the story for myself where, like, when I'm deeply in a relationship somehow, I struggle through, like, actual commitment. And so Scorpio season is showing, like, for me in this example, what about commitment makes me nervous? What about commitment makes me want to be more shallow? What about commitment makes me want to create a sense of melodrama that wants to test the partner to see, will they stay or will they go? This is a lot of the type of energy that Sag season is now able to help us see behind the veil, okay? Look, third eye, that's Sagittarius, to see behind the veil, to see that's actually not the truth, because Sagittarius and Gemini, polar opposites, are about what is true here. And as I say that, okay, I want to ask real quick, I want to ask my tarot. the Hermetic Tarot deck. Check out our astrology memberships. If you really want to learn how to interpret these charts, interpret this yourself, also engage in just astrosexuality. Tomorrow I meet up with my group, okay, every first and every third Sunday. You see it. This is your Astro Shaman, Pernell Bobby. Create a modern world of mediation, okay, via education, okay, leveraging astrology. We got it. Right on mediation via education. 10 of Pentacles. It's the 10 of Pentacles. Gemini Sun, Sag Rising. What's up, gang? Shout out to those who are channel members on my YouTube. I want to say thank you for the support. I really wish they showed the custom-made emojis here on this stream, but they don't. It is what it is. But 10 of Pentacles, I mean, this is literally Mercury in Virgo, so it literally says the Lord of Wealth. When you get to the 10 of Pentacles, understand, like, you literally have completed your material and financial goals, wishes, desires, and you've done it through analyzation, okay? Because this is Virgo energy, so this is through a methodical process. This is literally getting rid of all the things you don't need. So when I think about it for me, this is the Grand Earth Trine energy. I think I have a video out there about the Grand Earth Trine, and Earth is like physical material reality. It's like actually materializing your dreams. And, the Sag energy that's in the chart right now, Venus and Sag, Mercury and Sag, having me value this third eye vision, having me value my mind being able to connect with the divine. I'm not even saying that on some rhyme, but it is what it is, and your boy's gonna shine. And I got the bells over here telling me that you that's listening to this are more than not just me, not just mine, but one. And one is a part of more than just this mind. It's the hive mind. And when I see the 10 of Pentacles, Cassie, shout out to you. She always talks about the hive mind. And this feels like the reversal of the hive mind. This feels like the hive mind that is, not a narrative against you, but a narrative that supports your material resources, that supports your material gains, that actually like shows you that what you reap is what you sow. And this is earth energy, right? What you reap is what you sow. And this is a very blossoming energy. But the thing is, this Sag season will show you the truth of through analyzation at this Virgo moon. Are you blossoming your resources? Is your money growing? Is the things in your house growing? Okay. Is your confidence matching your reality, your physical reality, right? Like there's mad different versions of conscious acceptance, when it comes to your physical world really truly representing the world that you've created from a conceptual reality, right? Hola, amiga. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you've conceptualized something, and this Earth season, if you will, which will come more like in Capricorn coming up. Capricorn season will show a little bit more of it. But this Earth season, Sag has the ability to show you where you're going, or showing you to have faith, have trust, believe in your ability to explore, to experience. These are key Sagittarian words. If you believe in your experience and the purpose that you are living, if you believe in it truly, by 1 month from now, when Capricorn energy comes up, okay, after this Venus and Sag, this Capricorn and Sag, Capricorn is now like, this is the final wealth, okay? So Capricorn is kind of more like King of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is like, look, on this earthly realm, if you will, in this last human state, you will have the ability to see at the top of the mountain. Now, once you're seeing your resources from the top of the mountain, you then, have an opportunity to see your resources, your success, your status, how you have climbed the ladder from like outer space. And that's going to be more like Aquarius season. So you're talking more like late January into February. And that's when you're going to be able to see your hopes and dreams really play out on a global scale, on an international scale. Like you could be an influencer, all right, because you have Mars and Gemini still. So do understand that, like, a lot of this energy will test your faith. Like you're going to have, because of the opposition with Mars and Gemini, it's like saying this: your actions, the assertion, the ways you assert yourself on media, and how you're climbing a social ladder based off of faith, based off your vision, based off of your belief in God. It doesn't matter who you believe God is, whether it's Jesus, whether it's Kanye West, whether it's me, whether it's a freaking shaman in Peru giving you ayahuasca, whether it's, Yahweh or God knows, right? It doesn't matter. Like Buddhism, it truly does not matter. If you can understand what is your faith in God here on the right, and how are your actions as for what you're saying and manifesting via words, okay, via intelligence, via curiosity, you're going to have this opposition between Sagittarius energy, Venus in Sag, Mercury in Sag, and it will show you, yo, is your faith matching the action that you're taking and how you're showing yourself up on media? And is it also futuristic in a manner? Is it the version that you see from a conceptual reality, a third eye reality, a reality that is not really set? Okay, this is like Dr. Fate, if you will, and like Marvel. It's like fate is not a set reality. Okay, fate is something that is continuously and oftentimes changing based off of your personal experience. So it's like in a multi-dimensional reality, are you understanding, accepting, and embracing all of your realities and all of your possibilities at the same exact time? And this is kind of like Sagittarius type energy, where it's like it's not really something concrete. Concrete happens from the conceptualization of this third eye intuitive type of reality. And now when you conceptualize this, right, it's now saying you will, 10 of Pentacles, you will actually ground this on earth from a vision that you've had. And your vision can only be as big as your experience, especially on a global level. So especially on a global level, like if and Aisha is a prime example, right? I think she's traveling from India supporting 50 plus people. So shout out to you. And she's like back in the US somehow. And this is what I mean of like, what is your contribution to society? Okay. What is your contribution to society? Like, I got a man's that says something like, measure your stick by your contribution to society, not based off of your followers, but based off of your contribution to the followers, based off your contribution to society. And this is Sagittarian type energy. It's looking at how can we come together and more socially support. Okay, I literally mean that, socially support society with a vision, okay, that is understanding this 10 of Pentacles energies, which says something like, look, 10 of Pentacles is also the end of the resources. So it's almost like this is as much as you're about to make, right? Like from a monetary standpoint, we have reached as much as we're about to make in this season. But at the 10 of Pentacles, at the same time, like right after it would come like, beyond that cards, it would come the Ace of Pentacles, which say you're starting a brand new way of making money. You're starting a brand new way of accumulating resources. You're starting a brand new way of climbing the social ladder at your job and at your work. All of this is about to go back to in a sense, a brand new. And the rest of the cards are saying, here's how you can, maximize the current resources that this 10 of Pentacles has given you. Because when I say giving you, I'm talking the analysis of Virgo. Virgo will analyze all the resources it has and it'll give it to Capricorn. So really and truly wait till the next season, wait till Cap season, more like mid-December, to see how are you going to choose to use these resources before you get reckless and use the resources too soon. I want to say thank you, Cassie. Shout out everybody, hit the thumbs up on this YouTube video. All right, we're streaming today for the first time on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Okay. True. I feel I reached my old limit. I need a new way to do stuff. And Aisha, this is why like you're coming through that membership. Okay. Check the Astrology memberships. All right. This is your Astro therapist. This is your Astro Shaman. Excuse me. Give me some time to play with the name, to play with the switch up. Notice how habit already got me aligning with the old self. This is your Astro Shaman, Pernell Bobby. Okay. I'm here to create a modern world of mediation. Give it some time. Okay, via education, give it some time. Leveraging astrology. So every first and third Sunday, all right, 10 a.m. CST, we're going to be doing the Astro Divinity memberships. I also have a men's membership as well, a membership. So that's also available. Keep that in mind. All right. So if you're a man and you just want to connect with other masculine energy and really focus on what divinity is in a masculine present sense, check that out. Otherwise, men and women are welcome to the Astro Divinity group. All right. So let's see what's going on here. For me, it's about using the resources I already have so I can actually use the resources I have before I get more to add up to what I already have. Gang, this is Capricorn energy. Okay. And never be able to get the full value of what I have. Okay, so what Aisha just said is literally Capricornian type energy. How do I get this down? What she just said is literally Capricornian type energy, where it's like Virgo, literally this 10 of Pentacles, has shown us, look, this is everything that you have. You have now stocked the data. You've now put your numbers in Excel. You've now found ways to make your life more efficient, where you don't even have to put your numbers manually into Excel. You have a system where when you buy a purchase, it will automatically deduct. And when you make a payment, it will automatically add. And afterwards, you already have pie charts that systematically you have put together where it'll show you you're spending most of your money on Astro Divinity memberships, and you're spending, half of what you spend on Astro Divinity memberships on groceries, and you spend the other half on car rent, insurance. You have this data that has come through with Virgo, and Capricorn is like, by December, you're going to see next month, this is what I'm sitting on top of. Here's all my debt that I'm sitting on top of, and here's all my income and my resources that I'm sitting on top of. But Sag season is saying, take a break from all of that. It's like, look at the third eye vision. See how can you align with a more optimistic viewpoint of the pain that you've gone through and the people that you've resourced, the people that you have connected with and merged with and been intimate with in business, love, and friendships, and take inventory to see what the third eye. That's a lot of what this energy is about. See with the third eye, were these people really beneficial, supportive, and willing to get you to the step after the next optimistic vision, where you will be able to use these painful, traumatic intimacies as a stepping stone, as a literal resource being information. Okay, information is a resource. A literal resource being information, saying, yo, when it comes to the relationships that I've been with, does my values match up with my intellectual processing? And very soon, when the sun goes into Sag, it will say, does my values match up with my intellectual processing, which also matches up with my will, my power, my ability to shine bright like a diamond, based off of the fact that I am having a level of faith in my particular God and my particular, form of theism that is completely impenetrable. It doesn't matter if you're Jewish. It doesn't matter if you're from freaking Yahweh. It doesn't matter if you believe in the Astro Shaman, Pernell Bobby out here. Literally, it does not matter what you believe in. It doesn't matter if you believe in Santeria, Brujeria. It doesn't matter any of the things you believe in. It's saying, just believe. And if you believe that your God, your guides, your spiritual presence will take you to the next step, if you truly believe it, then the beauty behind it is that you're going to transcend and you're going to evolve the pain and the suffering that you just came from through Scorpio season, where you can actually start to enjoy the progress you have made, enjoy the adventure, the experience, and the journey, and stop worrying about where am I going, and rather, how can I experience where I'm going now? How can I focus on congratulating myself now? I have already pinned myself down against the wall with guilt. I've done that over and over and over, and the guilt has continued to transform into something like regret as I kept moving on. And that regret was reinforced by things like shame, and I'm like, I'm a fucking bad person. And it's like Sagittarius, Mercury in Sag, Venus in Sag is like, look, I'm not a bad person. I was just out here living my life on some YOLO. You only live once, and I lived. So the fact that now I gotta die, I'm not gonna die really regretting, really feeling like I was a bad person. Regret is like wishing that you could change things and make them different. And it's like Sag is not really, Sag season is Virgo and Sag, this Venus and Sag, Mercury and Sag is like, your mind is now aligning with the thought processes of I can change the story. I don't have to see this circumstance of mine, this experience of mine as something as a shameful act. I can now see it as I have a new experience that will bring me to a place of enlightenment, that will bring me into a place of willingness to express my will for more experience like this. More experiences that, because of my familiar past and ancestral program at an unconscious level, okay, at an unconscious level, this was Scorpio season. That allows us to dive really deep into our psychological motivations. It's like Sag can now see this was my psychological motivation. You feel me? This is my psychological motivation was really not planted in anything based in a reality that I choose to live. It was not my conceptual reality. It's a reality that was given to me and that I have accepted. And the second part is more important. Sag has the third eye ability to see, I have accepted this ancestral role, ancestral reality where though I know consciously I'm here to see, the thing is you don't know consciously fully yet until the sun goes into Sagittarius. When the sun goes into Sagittarius, you're now going to see like, hey, I can more consciously understand that my will is stronger and more optimistic than my psychological motivations of trauma that I've received from 700 plus years of ancestral trauma and pain. You feel me? So Sag and the Sun, while after going, this is, yo, this shit, yo, my channel is yo, this channel message has just been fucking, it's just been ripping today, okay? Shout out to you for being here, okay? Shout out to you for being here. We got the 10 of Pentacles off rip, so y'all should be really understanding that you're about to make bank. In about a month and a half from now, you're going to understand what you're really sitting on top of. You're going to understand the bank you're sitting on top of. And I want you to just look at every year and understand, like, every December to January, what does your money look like? Do you seem to have more money or less money? A lot of y'all are going to recognize that with third eye type vision, you shouldn't be buying as many people presents. You shouldn't be buying as many people gifts. All right. You're going to understand that you're buying people's gifts right now. Shout out to you, one of our new members here. I want to say thank you and shout out to you, Aisha. That's super duper dope. Okay. You're gonna be making became a new YouTube member. Super dope. Thank you. You're gonna be making bank on, I want to show y'all this real quick. Okay. So you see this 4? And this 4 that I'm highlighting, Mercury and Venus both in Sag, okay? This is that psychological motivation that I'm talking about, okay? Literally that part right here. This is the psychological motivation I'm talking about. So you're recognizing now that you have been psychologically motivated by an ancestry way longer, way older, way more stuck in their ways, if you will, okay? You ever had an uncle or aunt who's really stuck in their way and you're trying to talk to them about astrology and they're like, yeah, whatever, boy, I used to change your diapers, you know? So you're understanding the gaslight, because this is, while Mars is squaring, okay, Mars is squaring Neptune. So I'm not going to lie to you, this is a tremendous gaslight energy. This is the kind of energy that's saying, look, people that are not willing to change, okay, thank you for the welcome, shout out to her, all right? People that are not willing to change, family that's not willing to change, you're going to start seeing at a more conscious, evolutionary viewpoint that it's just okay. Like, it's okay if they want to be stuck in their ways. Literally, you're like, we have all known this already, but you're going to start embracing it to the fact that, look, it's truly okay that this uncle, this aunt, this brother, this sister is stuck in their way. I now have made peace with the pain and the trauma that this has brought me by trying to bring them up. I tried to bring all my people up. I tried to bring everybody with me. I tried to bring a wagon. I tried to rent a van in order to get at least 12 members to come with me. And you're realizing that it's just not worth it anymore. Like, you're realizing it brings you a certain amount of smoke, a certain amount of pain, a certain amount of, emotional responsibility that truly is not yours. And we're being asked to address the guilt that we have felt about now transcending your ancestry. And this is a lot of what's happening on a global standpoint. It's like, especially my people who have traveled abroad, because this is like Sagittarius type energy. If you have traveled abroad, you're even more in the understanding that Your family just ain't it. I swear to God. Like, if you ever left the country, you realize, like, family ain't it. You're starting to understand there's a more cosmic family out there. So until January to February, when it's Aquarius season, all right, shout out my Aquarius placements. If you have any Aquarius placements, I want you to drop the placements in the chat. Aquarius moon, Aquarius Pluto, Aquarius Venus, Aquarius sun, whatever Aquarius placement you have, I want you to drop it in the chat, because when you get to Aquarius, right now you have a third eye vision about what you can conceptualize through living a certain experience. And Sagittarius energy, well, Venus in Sag and Mercury in Sag, it's literally about experience. So if you don't have the experience, if you do not take and choose the experience, you're essentially going to skip the abundant reality in Aquarius season. So Aquarius season will help you understand your soul family, like Secret is saying right here, right? Sag can see what the soul family might look like. It can literally conceptualize it. And this is the key word with this. It is the beginning of our imagination. Now, the fact that Jupiter is in Pisces, our imagination is whatever the fuck we decide to do to create it. And that's what's really, truly amazing right now. Like, we have the actual sincere and true ability to create a reality that is coming from thin air, that's coming from paper, but in reality is coming back from September and Virgo season, aka what did you write down? Because Mars is in Gemini, so what manifestations did you write down? And are you being mindful writing things down? If I'm being honest, I didn't write a lot of things. I covered a lot of things in my imagination, because once you write it, it actually becomes what? Materialized, right? So writing manifestations is really important to understand that not every time should you write your manifestation, all right? And you're going to hear a lot of different blah, blah, blahs about this, whatever, sue me. I really, truly feel like you got to be mindful of the season you write it. If you're going to write anything, it'd be better to write it in Capricorn season, okay? If anything, I'm not going to lie to you. You could write it now while the Sagittarius energy is here, but don't expect, but polish it. Okay, I want to say polish it more in Cap. Polish it more in December. When you get to December, that's when you start to polish the energy. So now you can begin to write, because publishing is what? Sagittarius energy. And Sagittarius energy is saying, I need you to experience this reality. So I need you to actually live it. So you can write it and live it at the same time, but understand it won't be perfected yet. Okay, I need you to understand that what you write won't be perfected yet. The perfection, quote unquote, will come more in Capricorn season, because Cap is climbing cardinal energy, cardinal Earth up that ladder. It's climbing the social ladder. It's climbing to perfection. It has all the data from Virgo, and the stability from Taurus is going to be there, that strong mountain. You feel me? And so it's like that will become the perfection. And even when you get to perfection, do understand that the next two steps, as you dig into the Sagittarius Venus energies, Mercury and Venus, Sagittarius and Venus, Mercury and Venus energy, as you dive into it, okay, understand that Aquarius is now being able to detach from the ego of Capricorn, because Aquarius is detached from the ego. So I see some Saturn in Aquariuses. I see some Saturn in Virgos. Gang, what up? In the 10th, North Node in the 11th house. Aisha, I just understood our relationship a little bit more, because I have my Virgo on the 11th house. So I just understood a little bit more. Something about me is a part of your challenge. I'm just going to say that out loud. I'm going to keep moving forward. All right. Cassie, on God, Aisha, I realize the big world with a lot of people beautiful. And then just sign to it. Bang. All right. Thank y'all for those thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. I want to say appreciate you. Yeah, Cassie, it softens you. All right. I appreciate y'all for really checking in. I got Capricorn on North Node. Bang. I really appreciate y'all for checking in the chat. That's really amazing. All right. So what I'm saying is when you get to Aquarius, you're finally letting the ego go. So you're actually going to get closer to manifesting your real goals, your more objective goals in reality, through objective analysis, through connecting with your soul tribe. And when I say soul tribe, I'm talking like your alien fucking friends, okay? Your alien DNA, your alien ancestry. That's truly what I mean by soul tribe. And that'll happen in Aqua season. And you can't do that unless you let go of operating from an ego base. So I really want you again to check in with this Astro Divinity memberships, because I'm going to help y'all understand that your family, okay, is the type of people that is Right now, I just sent out welcome to 6 new members. We just had 6 new members in my Astro Divinity group. Understand that my membership here on YouTube is very different. It's $2.99 here on YouTube. I plan on keeping it that way forever. And it's something, just a support system, so I can, really mediate the comments and not get a lot of jokers, because I don't have time for jokers to be, commenting negative energy on my channel. And honestly, the $2.99 here is like a safeguard for that negative energy. It's really like a safeguard, but it's also like, people who want to support my artwork, because I made art, I put these emojis out here. All right. This is publishing. Publishing season is Venus in Sag. Publishing season is Mercury in Sag. So it's like literally me publishing my own art, my own creativity, my own work. And that's why this $2.99 membership is here. But very different, okay? Looks more like $30 a month. If I change that by the time you watch the video, whatever, that's your fault. Understand that I think there's like 3 more members that's even possible to get a membership before the price goes up to $66 a month. So it's like, don't be stupid. Be one of those 3 people, okay? Be one of those 3 people who get that $33 instead. It's half off. Don't be dumb, okay? Don't be dumb. And the reason I say that is like, this is where Aquarius season will come. If you have a third eye Sag vision right now, Venus in Sag, Mercury Sag is able to see forward that in 2 more months, that $33 just won't be there, and it will go up to $66. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not a need, it's not a requirement. It's just gonna go up. So it's like, don't be dumb. Literally, and I don't even mean that in a negative way, because I had to learn from my role myself that like I'm an elected leader. So when I say elected leader, it's like I myself have a Sag in the 1st house, for example. I also have it in my 2nd house. So it's like, this is literally teaching education, teaching spirituality, teaching mediumship, teaching shamanism, teaching astrology. These things that you're going to be learning in the membership. Like it says astrology, but you're going to be learning so much more, because astrology is only a gateway. It's a language that will get you to the next point. So this Venus and Mercury for me is transiting my 2nd house right now. No. Yeah, my 2nd and my 1st house. Excuse me, both. So this is publishing time, right? And so what I'm saying is like, to get if you're on this channel, if you're even watching this video, you understand that like you're not normal. You understand that like, if anything, the human beings that you come in contact and interact with on a daily, you're understanding that they're not normal, and you're really starting to bless up and realize that I'm normal. Like I am normal talking about the themes that I'm talking about. Like the people who are not normal are the ones that just keep eating turkey, mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving and just telling people at the dinner table, thank God we killed them pilgrims. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the hell. Forget the language in that moment. I'm not going to even get too deep in that, but you get what I'm saying. Like you're separating yourself from people that are just basic. All right. This is like Aquarius energy, the Saturn in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius going in March, I think, next year, 2023. It's like that basic inauthentic nonsense is not going to work no more. And inauthenticity is a shadow aspect of the divine feminine. So I want you to see what feminine energies are in your chart. So on Sunday, tomorrow, we're meeting for our astrology group, and we're talking about the divine masculine feminine properties of the zodiac sign. One Sunday is only about the divine feminine masculine properties of the zodiac sign. So tomorrow we're going to talk about things Aquarian related. So I'm going to save it for now. That's going to stay exclusive. But it goes above and beyond all that, right? It truly, truly does. Sag 5th house, creating a new world. Bang. 5th house is billionaire wealth. Okay, billionaire stability, billionaire energization. But the billions is not just through you, it's through you being your unique self, and the tribe is getting it to you. All right? I want to give you that little transmission. And accepting his membership. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining, Aisha. Who we got here? Cassie. Astro Shaman, speak the truth. Bang. Thank you. I appreciate you. Shaman in the 2nd house. And then Neptune. Ooh, Neptune in the 2nd? That's dope. Okay, because your sister, Pisces type energy, is Jupiter. Jupiter and Sag is both in. No, sorry. Pisces and Sagittarius is both in Jupiter. So Neptune doesn't own or rule Sagittarius, but Sag in that Neptunian space, you could see a lot through the fog. Okay, you could truly see the worth of social injustice. When you see social injustice, when you see suffering in the world, you can see the true value. Your experience has shown you the true value, okay, of why you want to lead, why you want to join some type of publishing or, third eye, forward seeing, intuitive vision of the future where suffering doesn't exist the same. So I won't be there live tomorrow. 2 kittens at home coming with us. Hey, join. Let the kittens join. Put your microphone on mute. All right. 5th house Taurus. Bang. Yes, totally. Okay, cool. All right. So I want to kind of show y'all just a little bit forward the forecast, the type energies. All right. And then I'm going to do dinner. I'm hungry. So let's see what happens. All right, I want to ask y'all. All right, y'all in the chat right now, would you want to see the forecast for the week coming up, or do you want to see the forecast from now and a month forward? I want you to just type week or type forward, and my members are going to be able to help us out with this. Just type week or type month. Type week or type month. You want to see the month forward, you want to see the week forward, or yeah, let's just keep it simple. Just type week or type month. All right, the week. I see 1 week. Okay, look at y'all living in the present, living in the now. Y'all smart. Okay, let's do the week. Because that's about living in the now, right? Y'all living in the now. Okay, so I don't know why the hell I'm right there. Oh, because I got secret on me. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, tuner. Okay, wow. Okay, bang. So we're going to go day by day for the next 7 days. Today we got the Libra moon. All right, so let's see what's going on with the Libra moon. Right now, tomorrow is going to be a big focus on partnership, straight up, right? Literally 1 day from now, Libra moon in the 19th degree. That's another Libra aspect. Okay, so this for simplicity is, you see all these blue lines. Okay, you see all this harmony. You have one piece of tension going in your career space. All right, your image. So for step one, for starters, what this is telling me tomorrow is that the only way you can really have a lot of tension is if you look at okay, your image is changing. If you fight the shift and the change in your career and your image, like today, for example, even earlier today, 2 hours ago, my name was Pernell Bobby Astro Shaman, and instead I put it away and I put Astro Shaman Pernell Body, because I was like, look, that's more of what I want to be known for. In the 22nd degree, Libra with the exaltation of Saturn is saying, what is just a fucking smart decision? What's wise? What is the wisdom showing us? While Sagittarius is in Venus and Mercury, what has the wisdom shown us as we ask our guides and we align with our more faith-based reality of how we should live, how we should move, what new ideas should we push, what new relationship dynamics should look like, how can they be more harmonious? Tomorrow, with that 19th degree, okay, is showing us like, all right, let me go to the moon. Okay, it's showing us this six right here, all right? What do we need to get rid of? What do we need to get rid of in our relationships as for thoughts and ideas, okay? So anything that's negative in thoughts of your patterns, if you're thinking of your partner in a way that's like, yo, if you're looking at your partner like, yo, honestly, you're just, let's say you're playing them, you're throwing snarky remarks at them, and you're being mad petty, you're being mad sarcastic. It's actually tomorrow, like, you have a healing ability to just let shit go in that partnership. And if you do, here's the magic. And this is business partnerships too. You're going to be able to climb the social ladder. All right. If you're able and you're willing to let your ego go and be more considerate of the people around you, you're honestly going to advance your career. You're going to have better business relationships. All right. So that's the key right now. It's about not putting just yourself first. It's about, it's literally about boundaries. It's boundaries tomorrow. If you set boundaries, you're going to have a career advancements. That's straight the fuck up. All right. Now, other than that, you are going to discover from a conscious standpoint what your hidden wealth looks like and feels like. But again, it's going to be hidden wealth that's associated with, I could have showed y'all this here. My bad. I forgot I got a new system. So This right here is hidden wealth, this 28 degrees, and you're going to become aware about what has been hidden from you, what's been unconscious from you, okay, as a painful partnership trait. If you literally surrender this painful partnership trait I kind of talked about, if you let go of that petty nonsense, what you're going to get then is an expansion of consciousness. And that's what's really truly amazing. You're going to expand your consciousness and be able to actually surrender it, and it'll truly help your career, the image, and how you climb the ladder. You're going to start to have friends that are just going to come out of nowhere from the internet, literally, and they're going to be supporting you. I had a prime example of this yesterday. Like, shout out to our new member, Ava. Shout out to our new member, Jenny. Shout out to our new member, Cassie. Shout out to our new member, Monica. Shout out to our new member, Julia. Shout out to our new member, it's bothering Anthony. All right. One of my fellas out here out of Barbados. People out of here are out of India. People out here out of UK. Okay. People coming out of New York. People coming out of the, I don't know where else. Okay. But shout out to y'all. I want to say thank y'all. I love the fact that we got a global community. Okay. Sagittarius is global. So literally that's what tomorrow looks like. All right. Let's move on. And let's show you the day after tomorrow. But the last thing you got to worry about for tomorrow is that you're going to have to cut something. Like, so this could look like a monetary cut. So like today, I just paid $240 to be able to use StreamYard. And right now I'm streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And it was a sacrifice, right? Like, it's like, okay, look, I'm going to have to throw this $240 up. And I'm going to have to trust that because this feels right. And that's what the Neptunian energy is here. Because this feels right and because it feels aligned, and I'm cutting parts of I'm literally making payments to cut parts of to advance parts of my media. What's going to happen is I'm going to now get connected with 11th house. All right. Which right here, 11th house is everybody. This is where your real gains are. Your real gains are not in the money you have in your actual bank or your institution now. So the square is saying, you might have to make a payment that'll advance your career, help you to cut a certain media. This might be like cut your this could dead ass be cut your, for me it was like cut my website out. So I cut my website out, right? So I had about $1,000 that if I did my website and I did it right, I was gonna pay about $1,000. But I cut that $1,000 there, and instead it allowed me to use and pay this platform $240, where it gives me its capabilities, and I was able to make that decision pretty clean and clear only because my guides have made that clear to me. And the guides is right here. And it's saying that there's hidden success and a certain sense of security and stability that's going to come by me teaching and providing aid on a global level to everybody in the world. That's straight the fuck up is what's going on. And even saying that out loud, I'm like shocking myself. I'm like, damn, I'm such a gangster. Like, that was such a smart move. But the reason is that it was smart, Gemini, is because I listened to my guides and my guidance. I did my breath work. Gemini is the lungs because I did my breath work, because I did my meditations, because I did my movement. Gemini, now I had the ability to access my divinity. I had the ability to access my third eye energy. I had the ability to see forward of, look, it might cost me $240 now, but this platform, this setup, being able to add my own background, I can put my background as anything. Being able to do this is now putting me in a position where I'm just going to be fucking great. And it's just that simple to me. And I'm hyped the hell up. So that's tomorrow. And I did it a day early. And you have that ability to do it because why? Okay. Why? Because you're being guided by your faith. If you believe, if you can conceptualize, if you're willing to dream it, if you're daring enough, you're going to win. Defo smart, gang. Thank you. Thank you. I see you. I just want to give y'all some love. All right. And I'm going to get back to the mission. Sagittarius is mission energy. So here's the next day. Okay. You see here, November 21st. All right. Here's the next day. The next day you have a little less harmony. So you're not going to be as flying. So really, I want you to go hard tomorrow. Because you're not going to be flying with so much ease on the next day, which means this tension of this red line about the career, about the cuts, about the things that you've already had to review. Why? Because this right here, this Gemini is in retrograde, which means you've already reviewed this. Okay. You know what I'm saying? You've already come across this. You also have Neptune. So your guides have already talked to you. They've already gave you that intuitive oof. You also have Jupiter, again, in retrograde. So tomorrow, no, not tomorrow, but 2 days from now, which is, what is that, Monday? So on Monday, you're going to have a little bit harder of a time because you're going to realize if you didn't make moves tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, you're going to realize, damn, I didn't listen. And the fact, this is where you get screwed, yo. This is where, if you didn't listen to me now, I swear to God, you're going to get screwed on this 29 degrees 2 days from now on Monday, because this is the climax. This is the Jupiter. I mean, this is the Scorpio climax. At 29 degrees, this is when you get all the smoke. This is when all the drama says, you didn't listen? I showed you the pure soul. I showed you your purity of soul. I showed you how to be authentic, and you're choosing to be inauthentic when it's about your hopes and your dreams, which is a shadow of the divine feminine, which negatively impacts the divine masculine, which means the divine masculine in an instance is going to be Aquarius. So this is Saturn in Aquarius, but this is also more like, this is where it's going to hurt. It's not going to hurt you in 2 days from now. It's going to hurt you in January/February. So let's say if I just didn't make this move and I was being cheap, I was being stingy, literally, and I just decided not to do this, I would have been at the same block. And in January, February, when I could have been flourishing, when I could have been blowing up, okay, from streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, instead, this is the type of thing where tomorrow, the climax, really, if you didn't do it, you're gonna miss the intuitive, like, oomph. You know when you get that little jingle from God, and God's like, yeah, do this, and you don't do it, and then you let enough days go by where you forget that it's even important and you should have even did it. January to February is where you're gonna really be mad. But the climax, the melodrama, is telling you right here that you have the last chance in 2 days. If you didn't do it tomorrow, you have the last chance to be real, to be pure, and to be authentic. Because if you don't, you're going to be inauthentic. So for me, as an example, if I decided to not really make the switch from the astro therapist to the astro shaman, which is more authentic to me, I'm more of a shaman than a therapist. I'm a mediator. Okay, I'm not here to give you no answers. I'm here to give you and present the information and not even make suggestions of where you should go or how you should get there. Okay? It's just about, I want to show you something. All right? I want to show you something. Because it's going to best explain what I'm talking about. So hit the thumbs up in the meanwhile. Come meet us tomorrow. All right? My Astro Divinity membership and the group is meeting up. So shout out to y'all. I'm going to help you understand this as I move to the next day, because I smell food getting cooked, and that means my belly's about to be satisfied, which makes me happy. All right, where am I going? I'm going to my my About Me section. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. All right, here's what I want to show you. Share screen, Windows, Chrome tab, bang. All right. So here's a prime example of tomorrow, right? Can I zoom in? Okay. So here's like the updated understanding. This squaring energy of Mars and Neptune is saying continuously update, change, and shift your image publicly on the internet. And this is what I'm doing. Like, I just updated my description on YouTube. Now, this is less important for people coming to look at it, okay? And it's way more important for your own manifestation, all right? For your own ability to manifest the reality that you're saying. So I went ahead and said, Pernell Bobby, Astro Shaman Pernell Bobby, create a modern world of mediation via education. I told you that, right? I went ahead to show you what is a shaman, because a lot of people don't know. And it's like, it's explaining very explicitly up front what's going on. And you see this here, okay? I've traveled a lot around the world. Being a custodian of cultural yet cosmic wisdom is a part of it, all right? 14, 15 different countries at this point. Healing the sick. This is the update of who I am, my image. I heal the sick from distance, but especially physical contact. This is me in human design. Like, my physical hands can literally heal somebody like an angel, okay? Disclaimer, I am an angel, yet I can't say that publicly, okay? You see here, okay? Not condescending to others, not imposing, not being forceful. And this is the part I really wanted to talk about, right? Literally, right here is to never impose, not or forcefully condescend others. This is what shamans do not do, okay? But what we do is we synchronize and serve based off of Mother Earth's consent, telling us what to do. Where do I go? Mother Gaia is my leader among many, many things. So, as I come back to you, 2 days from now is like your real true last chance to see what psychological motivation has pained you when you try to be your real and your true self within your family's dynamic, and they just denied you and they just ignored you and they made you feel like you were less than, and they made you feel like, you know, you weren't worth the validation that you were worth. This is where tomorrow, 2 days from now, all right, as I show y'all that that thing from 2 days ago now, that's what you're looking at. Okay, so you have a beautiful and a tremendous opportunity to address these wounds, to address these pains, to finish feeling them and actually truly self-know in Scorpio, let them go. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the true last part. Let them go. If you do, you're gonna really benefit, and that's 2 days from now on the 21st. So let me show you the 22nd. All right. I'll show you 22nd. One second. Bang, 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 bang. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. So here's the big ooh-wee, right? So this is you on the 22nd, okay, as you see here. You're going to have Scorpio moon. Now, this is major. Why? Because that means the Scorpio moon will go over the south node at 12 degrees. So central time right here, a little bit earlier than 5 o'clock. So we're going to say about 1 hour, 2 hours. We're going to say about 3 o'clock p.m. central time, 4 p.m. New York time. That's when you should really kind of brace yourself, all right? Because this will go over 12 degrees of the south node. You won't see south node here in Scorpio, but it'll go over 12 degrees. Now, what this does, and you see the difference. You see the difference in the day. You see red line, you see big opposition red line, and that's that moon going over the north node, going over Uranus at 17, north node at 12, south node at 12 here, okay? This is when, this is much more, okay, on the 22nd, you're not gonna be as happy. So you really gotta like, so what I see here on the 22nd is work with your days. All right, what I see on the 22nd is work with your day today, tomorrow, and the day after. Work with the good energy, use momentum, and get ahead while Libra is in the moon. Cardinal pushing energy, pushes forward. Get ahead during this time. And if you do, you're going to have more space and more time to kind of rest. And on the 22nd of November, to just rest, to feel. The moon is in Scorpio, which means you're going to connect with past lives. You're going to connect with the realm and the veil between spirit world and your human reality. The veil will be thinner, which means you're going to have more guidance from things that you likely already came across during Scorpio season. But it's kind of like after moving forward, and the moon will bring you back in hindsight, and it'll be like, oh, hey, you got one last chance to just look back before we really blast off. Wow. Because I think the sun is 0 degrees. You see it right here. The sun is 0 degrees. So at 0 degrees is the most authentic version of Sag. So you have that last minute to really kind of look back and see it in a way that's so optimistic, so much more lovely, so much more, oh shit, I didn't show you, my bad. So right here, you have the sun. On that same day will be on the 22nd at 0 degrees. So this is the beauty, because it'll be a little painful, but in all reality, it'll be painful in a way that it's like you're already ahead of the game and you're still feeling light, you're still feeling fun. You're able to kind of see it optimistically. It's going to be all about, do you allow yourself to shift the story by then or not? If you don't, the 22nd will be a lot more painful. If you do, you're going to be great. You're going to be honest to God good, okay? But it will be a tense day. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be a tense day. It only can be tense if you don't change. Now, this is beautiful because on the 23rd, all right, this is when a lot of manifestations will come true from 11/11. All right, from 11/11, this is November 23rd now. 11 days later, all right, no, 12 days, my bad. This is beautiful. Look at this. 1 degree, sun and moon conjunct. Okay, Mercury and Venus still there. Mercury and Sag, Venus is still there. So like I said, a week ago, there was all that same energy in Sag and water. So this is the time frame where you're just feeling young, dumb, stupid, and wise. You feel me? Like a little bit of all of that. Like you're feeling young, dumb, stupid, and wise. And you're just like, man, I couldn't be happier. I can't believe that I was looking at that old ex in the way that I was. I can't believe I was letting him treat me the way I was. I was letting her, do me dirty and let her take my money, because 8th house Scorpio is like resources, other people's money. So you're like, I can't believe I let that person take my money. I can't believe I let them live in my house. I can't believe I gave them some of my food. I can't believe I supported them in that way. But it's happening in a way where you're able to smile. You see my face, you see the difference on the 23rd right here. You're able to smile, okay? This is the 23rd now. You're able to smile. You're able to look at it like, man, this is that. I'm so happy that I cut that mother lover off. I'm so happy I'm not giving them no more of my chicken, my change, my money, my food, my love, my sex, my body, my soul, my mind. I'm so happy that I'm not giving them no more. This is the 23rd, okay? And I truly, 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 truly believe that it is a beautiful time, all right? You have a crap ton of trine energy to Chiron, so that's great as well. Okay, you're now able to have this Chiron trine starting to happen with wow, I thought it would be trining these up here, but no. Apparently, the moon and the sun, which means emotionally and willfully, you are willing to surrender your ego during that time frame. Literally hard on this day, on the 23rd, you're willing to surrender your ego. I think we have a kite here, okay, and this is a very complex aspect. So if that is a kite, posogoro, what I'm going to say is this is where you got to join the astrology membership, because I can't explain that here. That's just too much work. Yeah, but this earth energy, this is a good day. This is a good day, but it's still, as much as it's a good day, on the 23rd, it's still a day to adventure. It's a day to go outside and go somewhere new. So it's not a day, it's a day to shift and change and move really quickly. So even if you have to work early in the day, or you have to work early or late at night, take an adventure. No matter what, on the 23rd, take a trip, go to a new library, go to a new museum, go to a new art exhibit, go do martial arts at a gym with other friends, with people, okay? Be willing to change how you show up in the world, okay, what you're known for. Be willing to change your philosophy, your beliefs, all right? And I say that because of this Mercury and this Venus energy, this Venus and Mercury and Sag. Be willing to change, what you're willing to learn for a higher form of knowledge, as well as how you're willing to show up and what you're willing to let your career to shift to be. There's a lot of shifty energy, and you have the actual courage and confidence with the sun and the moon there at a very, at a very unique standpoint, in a way where this is very Aryan. So it's truly new. Because the day before you surrendered in Scorpio at Scorpio, with the Scorpio sun there, you surrendered this Chiron energy at 12 degrees, which means the ego. You literally undid yourself in a way that's oh my God, this is amazing. I thought that I needed this part of my ego, and I thought I needed to defend myself. I thought I needed to defend my opinion. I thought I needed to defend my career success and how I got here, and tell people that I didn't get here, because somebody gave me something. I got here because I worked hard. And on the 23rd, you're going to realize you didn't need to do all that. And you're going to have a certain sense of confidence where now you don't even really explain crap to nobody. Okay, you don't explain nothing to nobody no more. You're just willing to embrace that as a part of you, and you're willing to see those same programs that we talked about that were unconscious, 16 degrees is Cancer, you're going to be able to see from a nostalgic standpoint the day after, on the 24th, you're going to be able to see the day after that, you know, your worth was so much less dependent on these psychological motivations that were given to you from your ancestry, from your family, and that your goals and your hopes, your dreams, the friends you're connected with at a soul level, a tribe level, like AKA, I gotta show my face, the Astro Divinity memberships every Sunday, on the first Sunday and the third Sunday, twice a month. Come check in with us. All right. You can kind of be able to see that, like, you know, what you I don't want to say simply desire, but what you know and how you use the vision that you see, okay, is so much more unique to your feeling rather than your psychological motivation that you've understood and received from your family, from the pain that you continue to repeat in your relationship dynamics that has just shown you, damn, your life sucks for X, Y, and Z reasons. You feel me? And you're willing to, with Mars and Gemini at 21 degrees, okay, 21 degrees is the degree of Sagittarius, you're willing to cut these thoughts and these ideas that you've associated your belief system with. And that's just tremendous. So, I mean, next week's a great week. Next week, you're going to finally feel the Sagittarian energy. Like, you might only for a little glimpse or blips of them now, but, you know, what I want to say is, one, I'm closing my computer. So, two, I'm going to say, this is the amount of days I'm willing to give. Anything past that, I'm giving more than I have to give. So I'm going to give from a full cup. So I'm going to say, hit that thumbs up, hit that likes button. Thank you from Facebook, from LinkedIn, from YouTube. All right, this is day one. I hope that I was able to really give y'all a beautiful analysis today of at least from, you know, what is today? At least from the 19th to the 25th. All right, it's about 6 days. I skipped a day. It's time for dinner. I can smell it. I can feel it in the kitchen. I want to respect that. I'm going to give y'all a card. And what I'm going to give you a card for. See, I'm taking this pause with my cards. This is kind of what I mean with the Sagittarius energy. It's like connecting with God, like, you know, understanding that God is willing to tell us what the people need to know rather than what does Pernell Bobby think. Okay, so let me transmit this 1 second. Okay, I got it. So you got the Hierophant in reverse. So really the question that I actually asked, okay, and I'm going to show you upright. The question that I actually asked was on the one hard day that I did talk about, which was, I think it was the 23rd. 23rd is going to be the hardest day of the next week coming. Okay, everything else should be really, really smooth sailing. Nope, I lied. 22nd. Yeah, 22nd for sure. Okay, so the 22nd is the real next hard day. So I asked, like, you know, how can they navigate the 22nd, which is 3 days from now? And you got the Hierophant in reverse. So, you know, what this is telling me is that if you are not taking your beliefs from your guides serious, and you're not listening to the jingles, you're not listening to the instincts, and it's asking you to be the student again, and not to believe that you're so secure in your educational mastery that you're impermeable to, you know, learning, to stabilizing, to feeling worthy and valuable in your own skin. That's really the energy that I'm kind of getting from this. It's asking you to recognize that, in a sense, you're an eternal God, and to see the vision that is being given to you. So when that day gets hard, all it's saying is that as much as you're this eternal God, okay, this God body, which basically gives, okay, like a God body gives to others, a king or a queen will keep all of its resources to itself. And a God gives, okay? So it's saying, like, if you're being stubborn and you are being stingy, so let's say, like, for example, if I was being stingy and I didn't want to pay the $240 today, prime example, that ultimately it will come back and kind of sting me in the butt. It's like holding on to your resources will stop the flow of currency, it'll stop the flow of life. It'll stop the flow of giving. So it's like if you don't give, you can't really expect to receive. And the warning on the 22nd is the Hierophant reverse. It's like, understand that you're never going to be higher than your belief, than your faith in something greater than yourself. You'll never be higher than that. So no matter how much material resources or money you have, or how much you're stocking and saving, if you're only holding those things in your pocket and you're unwilling to give, okay, especially not necessarily just to somebody less fortunate, but definitely somebody who can use it, be wise, be third eye vision. Like, don't just give to somebody because you feel like you're supposed to from a charity standpoint. Like, give because you value the service that you're getting ready to purchase or buy, right? So like, that's kind of more what it's about. Like, don't just give money to somebody homeless because they're homeless. Like, especially if they're not working or doing anything for it, like, rectify the balance and give to somebody that you know is deserving. Stop aligning with people who are actually fake and phony, or in supporting your more authentic self, your more authentic version, where you don't truly value yourself. Because if you truly value yourself, it would show differently. So really, this is the last piece of advice that I got for you. It's the Hierophant in reverse. This is my weekly forecast, helping you understand the Sag energy and Venus in Sag. Okay, Mercury in Sag. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Make sure you smile. Make sure you laugh. Make sure you don't take things too heavy. Don't take anybody's point of view too seriously. There's going to be some opposition energy coming the week after. If you really like this, I want you to just say, weekly forecast down in the chat, and I'll start to do more of a weekly forecast. I honestly feel like, whether you say it or not, that it's probably necessary. It's probably something I really want to do, if I'm being honest. All right. But even if, give us a thumbs up if you do think that we should do that. Tomorrow morning, I check on my Astrology network, and we're going to get busy. So every first and third Sunday, this is the third Sunday of the month. All right, 10 a.m. CST, Astro Divinity memberships. They're now available. They launched on the new year. All right. Thank you for this being epic. I see weekly forecast on screen. So it's something I feel like I really want to do. Okay. Because again, I think this is one of my ways that I'm going to begin to mediate. Yeah, I just want to say that, just one of the ways I'm going to be able to mediate and educate at a more global level, especially with this connection to Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So I want to say thank you. I appreciate you all. I wish my emojis showed up here, but they don't. That's cool. Super helpful for the week guidance. You're awesome. All right. Thank you, Cassie, for being here. Aisha, for our members, our channel members here on YouTube. Shout out to you and our channel member, not our channel member, but our members in our actual off-grid society. Shout out to you as well. I'll see you soon. Love.